everyone, and welcome to Wazoodle Notes. This is our version of Cliff's Notes. Remember those? Your key to getting through high school lit. It's kind of the overview of the book without having to read the book. We're applying the same thing, but to our newest blog posts. That way you can kind of get a gist of what the blogs are saying without having to necessarily read all of it right away. Although, I do suggest you click the link below in our description area after this video is done and read the whole blog, because there is a lot that I'm not going to cover in this gist, hence gist. All right, so our newest blog is called Cotton and Skin Hygiene Care. So, sounds kind of boring, but in actuality, it's quite interesting. The blog itself goes into the ins and outs of cotton and how it's used in our daily skincare routine. Humor me for a second. We're going to travel back in time. You ready? All right, so it's a long time ago, and manufacturers are using cotton as their main means of absorption in their products, and things are good. But then innovation comes along, and with it brings synthetics, polyesters, polymer components, things that are great in theory, but not so awesome in actuality for our environment. And with that, it becomes much more cost effective to remove the cotton from our daily skin routine products and insert the synthetics. And with it comes the problem, because with those synthetics also come harsh chemicals, dyes, and other polymers and components that are not good for you, and more importantly, that are not good for the environment. What we're doing here at Wazoodle is we're working with the U.S. Cotton Protocol. And what that is an entity that's created for the sole purpose of helping bring sustainability to the U.S. cotton industry. They cover 6 key components, and among them are increasing efficient land use, decreasing your carbon footprint, decreasing water usage, increasing soil carbon content. It's a little bit of everything that makes a better world for us, starting with the United States itself. We are backed by them. In fact, we actually have a certificate from them that showcases that we only use sustainable cotton. Our cotton is not only sustainable, but it's trackable. We can take data and link our cotton fibers to the exact field that they originated in. It's not just the state or the town, the actual field that it grew in. We can trace it all the way back there. And what does that mean to you? That means that it's a fully transparent supply chain, so that you can track it from fiber to finished fabric and see that it in actuality really is sustainable. It really is making a difference in how fabrics are created and how we use them in the United States and the entire world. You can see our certificate by going to the blog, by the way. So let's get back to the skin hygiene care products. When I say that, I'm talking cosmetics, yes, but also I'm thinking more of the face wipes we use to remove our makeup at the end of the day, right? And our incontinence or our menstrual pads, diapers, handkerchiefs, things of that nature, things that are constantly against our skin. And we're creatures of habit. We're creatures of convenience, right? We like what works for us, and we like what feels good on our skin. We like what doesn't leave any harmful effects, which makes you think that we would innately like the natural products, the cotton-based products, but we kind of have traded that out with convenience, right? Everyone feels that there's no time in their day, and that might be true for a lot of us, and so it leads to single-use products. So again, going back to that face wipe, we use it, we toss it into the garbage can, and we never think about it again, or what it's going to mean to the landfills and how long it's going to take to break down and actually biodegrade. And for a lot of them, that's not going to happen, at least anytime soon. So, why does this matter? It matters because 2 reasons. One is that you personally hold the power to helping make real change in our world by changing your habits. And the big corporations, the ones cranking out these mass-produced products for you, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, they want you to believe that you are too busy. They want you to believe that it's going to take too much effort for you to go from the single-use to reusable model. Why? Because it benefits them, right? If you're using their disposables, you're lining their pockets. They're never going to be like, you know what, actually, let's stop that. Why don't you replace the disposable that you have to pay for every month with something you can use for years potentially, that you pay for one time? See how it doesn't really add up for them in their bottom line? So beyond the big corporations that are trying to keep you in the dark, there's also regulation. And here's the crazy part. When it comes to skincare products, in the United States at least, the FDA Act that regulates it was created in 1938, and it has not been updated since 1938. Yeah, that's over 80 years of innovations, new products, new means to an end of what we might need, and no adjustment to the baseline regulation. It's kind of scary, right? There's no safety measures. There's no net to catch you. They can use any ingredients they want, and they don't have to test them to make sure they're safe for you before you put it on your skin. It's kind of insane. So what we want to do at Wazoodle is empower you. We want to use the Cotton Trust Protocol and their standards along with what we call SIDS standards. That's referencing our boss and the owner of AKAS Textiles, which is our manufacturing arm for Wazoodle Fabrics. His name is Sid Sharma, and he's been a textile engineer for over 50 years, and he knows everything about the industry. And it's between the Cotton Trust Protocol for our cotton fabrics and Sid's watchful eye in the innovation of creating the fabrics and bringing them to market for you that we can bring you the best quality fabrics out there. And we care about you, we love you, we think of you as family, and we only want to bring you the very, very best product that we can. And that's exactly what we do. So we see every day in our clients kind of the reality of the situation, which is that Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble are wrong. There's actually a lot of people who think just like we do, that value sustainability, that value reusables, and who are investing in quality, sustainable, American-made fabrics in order to create those items. We literally see it every day with all of you and the amazing stuff that you come up with, and we want to empower that. So in the blog, you'll see, beyond all the facts and all the interesting tidbits, we get down to the brass tacks about, okay, so this is all great, but what can I do in my day-to-day to help? What can I do to change that actually brings real change in the world? And what we do is we show you some of the top products that we see our clients using, which is creating their own versions of cotton rounds, makeup removers, menstrual pads, diapers, incontinence pads, wipes, things of that nature. And we talk about the fabrics that we use. And that's where I'm going to pause for 1 second and come up to the camera. All right, so now we're going to take a close look at the fabrics we go over in the blog as our suggestions for you to use in your projects. Now, the ones we featured in the blogs are just our Pro Eco or our organic cotton fabrics, just a few of them that we see used most often for the top projects, like the face wipes, the incontinence and menstrual pads, the diapers, those sorts of things. So the very first one we're going to go over is Zorb 3D Organic Cotton Dimple. We're going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it. So right here you can see the body of it a little bit, the thickness, those nooks and crannies. So this is super, super, super absorbent, And it's perfect for menstrual pads, diaper inserts, so you could do a hair turban with it. You can really do anything with this one. So that's the 3D Zorb Organic Cotton Dimple. And then next we have my personal favorite, which is the Pro Eco Organic Cotton Sherpa. Now this one, we'll take a closer look. Look at the nap on that. Isn't that gorgeous? It is just so buttery, soft. It's incredible. I am literally obsessed with this fabric. Like, I kind of want to make a bodysuit out of it and just kind of roll around in it. I think it'd be kind of amazing. But you could do really anything you want with it. Again, face wipes would feel really good. The menstrual pads, the diapers, like anything you can imagine, it would feel so good against your skin. And it's that organic cotton, so it doesn't have, like, just doesn't hold in heat. It wicks away moisture. It has all those great natural properties of cotton. And then next, we have our Pro Eco Organic Cotton French Terry. Now this is perfect for anything to do with absorption. Again, you can do a robe out of this, hair towels, face wipes. People use this for the makeup remover rounds a lot. I see that a lot with our clients. But again, really anything you can imagine, organic cotton terry. And then the last two, they look very, very similar. So we have the Pro Eco Organic Cotton Interlock, which is this, right? And this has great give, right, in the one direction. When you move it, it still has good give, but not quite as much. You can see the difference there. And the big thing about this one is that when you pull it, it doesn't really bounce back. It has some movement to it, but doesn't have that full recovery, which is typical of any knit fabric. But this would be good for diaper covers, menstrual pad covers, things of that nature. And then the next one, the final one, is our stretch fit organic cotton jersey. And I use the heavy version so that you can kind of get a better idea of the body of it. Now this, you'll see, looks very similar to the last one. It has the great stretch this way, but it also has the same amount of stretch that direction. And here's the really cool part. When you stretch it, it just bounces right back. It retains that body and shape really nicely. So this is one that I personally want to make leggings and athletic top in and just kind of live in forever. But you could do whatever you want with it. So those are the fabrics we went over in the blog. And from there, go ahead and explore, click on the links in the blog, which again, that link is in the description below, and explore the fabrics on our site. Go to wazoodle.com and you can see everything we have to offer and start shopping today so that you can bring your projects to life. Thank you so much.